And he stood up and went, yeah, you! So good to be here in what are we again? Kingsley. I used to work in Erdington a while back. This is not particularly funny, but I used to work in Erdington, Chelsea, so I am sort of quite local. But I've noticed there's a lot of nice totty here tonight. You know what I'm saying? Girl, bar, is that your guy? Just girl, curly tots, is that your fella? No, working on it. You're working on it, message, all right, actually. Hold on to that one, mates. I'll be off in 6 minutes, all working out. So a lot of people say, they say, Stephen, what's it like working in the world of comedy? Are there any perks? Clearly, sorry, the Spanish lady, what's your name? Tess, right, Tess. Sorry, I'll let you first. No, it's a long way from the sea, isn't it? Technically fucking landlocked, isn't it, Tess? So I get asked the... Thanks a lot, man. Okay, that's how you come. Yeah. Job done. Take him over. He's good to go. Okay. So I get asked, what are the job perks? And you get to kind of ask Craig. It's Craig, isn't it? Can I just say, get a little round of applause for Craig, because he and I were in the toilet at the same time. There was 5 fellas in there, the only ones that washed their hands. So you get asked what are the job perks, and I always say, you get to sit nice on Craig, and nice on such. Is that your girl? Oh, sorry. Of course, yeah. Kiss across there. Sorry, okay. Went too far with that one. What are the perks of stand-up comedy? And I say you get to ask the questions. You know, I wonder if it's only me. Like Matt, sometimes you're like, I wonder if it's only me that does this. Because I've got this like really mad idiosyncrasy. And my friend Steve and Sharon at the back there, they're local as well. And they're filming at the moment, so big thanks. And I've got this thing where I can't actually have my meal in the lounge until I've actually vacuumed the carpet. There's bits on the carpet I can't eat. So you get asked the, I wonder if it's only me question. And anyone got a dishwasher? Yeah, okay, dishwasher. Do you ever find... Who said yes? Sorry, I need to... ladies here, what's your name, sir? Hello, Fiona. I said, local name. Fee, can I call you Fee? I don't like the short name. Someone said, Steve. Steve or Steve. Steve, Fiona, do you ever find yourself playing chess with a dishwasher? you don't even know what I'm about to say. Given the chance, there's a little bit more material coming through before you make your mind up on that one. Do you ever find it? Okay, well, I'll ask you a question. I'm not being rude. Do you like a full load? Sorry. Well, no, I find myself playing chess with the dishwasher. So, you're like, there, okay, if I move that plate over there, good, put the glass there, nice. Pan over there, another plate in there, full load, hooray! That's just me on that one, yeah. Okay. It's what's that? Yeah, well, you're domestic, aren't you? You're women, innit? No. I'm backing you. No, I'm not being sexist in any way, shape or form, but you know more than we do about how that all works and stuff. The knitting, the darning, socks. Do you do socks, Fiona? I think it's back to you, Tess. Also, Anna Maria. That's a fine. You know what, Tess? I've got to talk to you about this because there was one other thing. Does anyone have plants? Do you do like topiary? In this corner over there, hey, lots of ladies, and you cut the fellas. Okay, now someone's doing alright with themselves. Oh my God! Sorry. Do you have plants, Tess? Do you do a little bit of topiary? Oh, that's a bit shocking, isn't it? It's not going to work. So I find myself, I don't know if you've got plants, but I find myself turning into Nicky Clark, cut them a bit off the back and off the sides. Oh, where you go, but that is clearly just me. Okay. Tess, I've got to run this by you, because you are, if I may say so, you look a mature lady that's, very experienced with life. I did this gig in Durham last Friday, and I asked the question, is it too early for the C word? And oh, you heard it, it's a website, yeah. I've got a website, mate. Okay. I can get it to me out. And that's too early for the C word. And everyone was sort of saying, no, go for it. And my sister was out in Faliraki on a surprise holiday, according to what she tells the family. And this guy from South London sidles up to her and he says, "Why, darling, I think you're really beautiful. I'd love to get into your knickers." In his best South London voice. My sister, in her best telephone voice, said, "I'm terribly sorry, but there's only room in there for one cunt." They were married a few weeks later. The shame, the shame. So I did this joke. There was a little lady around the corner, and I didn't see she was about 70-year-old. It's good, isn't it? Yeah, come on over there. I'll make a website for you, right? Wow, steady on. So I saw this old lady, and I thought, oh my God, I hope I haven't offended her. So I said, well, you've been offended by that joke with the C word a little bit. I said, okay, how about if I tell you an anecdote? A theatrical anecdote that involves the C word, that's actually granny friendly. Give it a go. And her name was Margaret, a fine Catholic name. So there's this actor called Ernest Borgnine who's married to an actress, singer called Ethel Merman. And their marriage is going through like a bit of a dodgy patch. And I made the whole audience, in fact, all stare at Tess, yeah, all stare at Tess, a bit like, all stare at Tess, yeah. And I made them all stare at this old lady, lovely Mary. And, you know you're loving it. And, guess this next time, Martin, I think. And they go out on this date with this young beau she goes out with. And anyway, gets back at the end of the evening, and he's there at the door, and he says, "Oh, so how was your date?" In American accent. And she said, "Oh, it's fine." He said, "Oh, the most divine conversation, the most wonderful smile, the most eloquent of dress." "Yeah, and what did he say about your 70-year-old cunt?" She said, "Oh, you weren't mentioned, darling."